We think that the Dedham Community Theatre offers a unique art house film. So most of the films that we show have a story. Most of them are biographies based on some truth. People feel either moved by them, there's a deeper meaning. In fact, oftentimes I've said some of the films, after watching them, we should be issuing college credits because they're that profound and that meaningful and that educational.
The movies that I want to see that have a real message, I know I can find here.
I think, again, they try to find stuff that's less common, and they seem to be pretty good.
We look at the productions, the films that come onto our screens. I compare them to a live performance or a concert. So you're actually watching a film, you're watching the artwork of someone, a filmmaker who's brought their dream and their art to the big screen. Dedham Community Theatre was built in 1927. I worked here when I was in middle school to high school, and then in 2001 it was rumored to be closed, and someone approached me and asked if I would take over operation and eventually purchase the theater and the property, and have since owned and operated since 2001. This is the original building. A lot of the original aspects of it are still here, for better or worse.
The charm, like even this lobby we're sitting in right here, you don't find that at many movie theaters anymore.
For us, we don't need all of the fancy gimmicks of commercial theater with the reclining seats and the food service. Real butter on our popcorn, open 7 days a week, exceptional customer service, and great quality films. That I think that combination continues to bring people back and supporting us and having them choose us over others.
I grew up in Dedham, and I've always enjoyed coming here, and I usually try to support smaller cinemas anyway. They have good movies, good popcorn. It's pretty much, a good place to come see a movie.
I think it's because it's an exceptional place and they show exceptional films.
Aside from the popcorn, I think the movies that come here, there's a lot of indie movies, if you will, that typically don't go into many of the bigger theaters. I think it's more comfortable here to see the films. So I like watching movies because it takes me away from my regular life, and I can sort of put myself into these actors and actresses' shoes. So it's sort of me living their world, I guess.
Oh, I've always loved movies. I guess I thought in another life I was an actress.
Sometimes they bring a lot of reality, which I want to hear about, and sometimes they take me out of reality when I'm not feeling so great and I want to just chill.
I think the fact that they can have endless interpretations and lead to endless conversations, and the fact that they keep coming, and somehow, even though they're the same stories, same ideas, they're still original and still interesting.
I think the good feeling, there's some of the movies here aren't very, they're tear jerkers, but I still think that brings people together. It's a way to get out, have some beer and wine, have some popcorn, and just sit back and watch some good movies.
Well, I think that it brings people from the Dedham community and all the surrounding towns. I've met people in the theater from all different towns.
And for almost 100 years, people have been coming here, gathering here, and I think that's sort of something that a community needs, and obviously Dedham's been kind of built around it.
Those who have said that a good film starts as soon as it's over and you enter the lobby, we see our patrons engage in conversations with each other, with strangers, and with the staff, just to understand the film. I think movies are part of our culture, part of our society. They bring people together.
We get to talking in the audience, and it's just different. I mean, that usually doesn't happen in a large multiplex.